All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Cheryl Meyer, but today I'm going to talk to you about a practice you can do at night. I made a 1-minute video of this called the Examen. It's on my TikTok so far, but let me just talk to you about it so you can just watch this at night. And what I learned from a Christian mystic, and you could use this no matter what your faith practice is, and I'm a psychologist, I'm in my office, so, is, you ask yourself, what did I do today? What did I do and think that I ought not to have done? I wish I had not have done. That was not in alignment with perfect love. God is love. Oh, I have this plaque from when I was in 7th grade. I just kept it from childhood, right? God is love. And so I was reading this book, this saint book the other day from St. Francis de Sales. It was amazing because he was just saying that the main purpose of our life is just to align with love, and God is love. And I mean, he said it better than that. I tweeted it this morning, I think. But and so you can ask yourself, without judging yourself, you can ask, what did I not do today that I ought to have done today? How did I just live my life robotically, mechanically? How was I not present with myself or with other people or at my work or wherever I was? You know, when I was getting lunch somewhere or making lunch or making food or with my kids. And so just write it down, and you can pray ahead of time. The Examen is something that St. Ignatius did, which is very similar to this, where he says basically, ask the Holy Spirit to reveal to you how to see the day through God's eyes, you know, through eyes that see everything over, you know, eternity. And, you know, to highlight without judging yourself, but without hiding things either, you know, help me see, because this is what St. Francis de Sales was saying. He's like, how do we fix it if we can't say what it is? Or what C.S. Lewis says, we don't go to the doctor and go, hey, look, my arm's working, my leg's working, you know, and we don't point out all the things that I mean, you can totally thank God for all the things that were in alignment with divine love, you know, that were in high consciousness. But we want to bring up to the surface, hey, I was triggered by these 3 things. And then, and when you ask the Holy Spirit to give you insight, I'm thinking what's more on that, because I have it on a card and it's on my phone. So, and I have it, well, I can edit in the 1-minute TikTok video too. This is an ancient spiritual practice you can do every evening. Ask God to give you light for the day that you just had. Give thanks, review it, face your shortcomings, and look for the day tomorrow. And so you look at your day, you review it. Oh, I remember. So, because I do this all the time, it's like you go in, it's kind of like you're zooming in. What you can do is replay one of the events and see, just take some time, like 15 minutes every day at the end of the day. There's so many times where I'm like, oh, if I had been doing the Examen, that wouldn't have happened today. So you can go, what am I thankful for today? What things did I really appreciate? But then on the one thing, let's say you had an argument with someone, you zoom in and you kind of look at it and you look at what were the triggers? What was that bringing up? And me as a psychologist, I go, what does that point to? What does that remind me of in my childhood? What set me off? And how was that dynamic one that I replayed over and over in my childhood? How can I stop playing that? What's the lesson from this? How can I learn from this and learn how to be detached, or learn how to heal that old wound instead of replaying it and getting hooked into the pain and recreating the drama all the time. So ask God for insight. Definitely, you know, if you take the time to go, what was one thing that I really appreciated about today. Um, and then the last step from the examen is, how can I invite God in for tomorrow? How can I look forward? I call God divine love. How can I, what do I have on my schedule tomorrow? Or what do I think I'm going to do? Because we never know for sure. But um, how can I already preemptively invite God into that so that I can be conscious of God? God is divine love. And so how can I be more loving tomorrow? Now, imagine if everybody in the whole world was this mindful every day, and how much more loving and kind we'd be to each other if we actually looked at our own stuff at the end of the day and we're like, oh gosh, yes, forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us, because I can know that I did this out of ignorance, out of not being conscious that I could have been more loving. Um, and so if we all do that, then it helps us line back up with that. All right, I wish you so much love and freedom.